In this video, we're going to solve this math problem in which we are required to calculate several percentages. Usually in such a problem, we need to be extra careful because usually there will be a need to change what we call the base number which represents the 100%. Okay, coming right up. Grido spends $960 in June. Right, this amount is a 20% increase from what he spent in May. Right? Then his expenditure in July is a 35% decrease from what he spent in June. Part A. What was the total amount Grido spent from May to July? Part B, what is the percentage difference between the amount spent in July compared to the amount in May? Let's start with the first part. Right? We are told that he spends $960 in June. So June, $960. Right? And then we are told that this is actually a 20% increase. So 20% increase means it is 100 plus 20% or 120%, right, from what he spent in May. So May here will be the base, which also means that it represents the 100%. Right, so now we can calculate what that is because we know 120% is equal to $960. So we can calculate what 100% is. It will be simply 100 divided by 120 multiplied by 960. Right? You can use our calculator. I believe you're going to get $800. Right? So this is what he spent in May. Right? Then, because we need to find the total amount including July, so we also need to calculate his spending in July. Right, let's use a different color for this. So we are told that his expenditure in July is 35% decrease. So what does it mean? So for July, because it is a decrease, it will be 100 minus 35% or 65%. Right? So the big question will be, what actually is the 100%? Or what is the base month or base number in the second calculation? Right? So here we must be careful because we are told here that the decrease is with respect to June. Right? So the June expenditure is the base. Right? So you immediately notice that it is different from the previous calculation in which the base is actually May's expenditure. Right? So this is what I mean in the introduction. You have to be very careful with respect to the base that we are calculating. So June, which is the base, which is 100%, we have calculated. We are given the expenditure to be $960. Alright, so now for July it is 65%, so we can easily calculate 65 over 100 multiplied by 960. Right, I believe you are going to get $624. Right, so now we can answer part A because the total expenditure will be simply the addition of all the three numbers that we have calculated. You're going to get $2,384. So now let's answer part B. What is the percentage difference between the amount spent in July compared to May? So this I think is quite simple. So July is we have calculated just now is 624, right? And then May is 800. So we have to find this difference, and since we want the percentage, we have to divide that by 800 and then multiply by 100 to get the percentage. Right, so if you were to use our calculator, I believe you're going to get minus 22%. Right, so minus 22% means what? It means there will be a decrease of 22% for the July expenditure as compared to May's expenditure. Right, so that's the answer. Now that we have learned how to solve this problem, it's time to practice. Right, go to the link that is given below, right, and then click on this new problem button. Try out a few times until you feel very sure that you are able to answer this problem all by yourself. Okay guys, so have fun and thank you for listening.